g'day there, welcome to this Mark's Reviews and Tutorials video. We are fitting a 7-pin plug to this JK Jeep Wrangler, and pretty much with the cars that don't have fancy CAN bus on them, it really is just a matter of grabbing the power from behind a tail light. A tail light's going to have reversing lights, going to have brake light, tail light, and one blinker. The other blinker you've got to get from the other side. Obviously, just got to track through with your loom. So on the JK, nice and simple, we just undo the screws that pull the tail light out. And there, this is an aftermarket LED, has been added into this guy. But you can see we've got some nice bare wires here, actually in the aftermarket one we can get into, and then into the plug and the loom here. So I'll show you a special connector where we can connect into these without actually cutting. These guys here, got a couple of them here. See these bits of metal, that's actually going to join two wires. Both of these will have a little blanking bit. You see in there, it doesn't go right through the blank. So the wire that you're wanting to join, in this case, it's the 7-pin, goes into that, and then you press the metal slot down and it takes the insulation off for you and joins that onto the other wire. So this will join two wires together. Obviously, this guy here is one end. This is running to the 7-pin plug, and we can use the other side of it to jump onto these separated wires. If you don't have it all open like this, then you're going to need to clear it out so you can get access to these wires. But the ones that are going all the way through, you find out which one's blocked off. It's not that one, it's that one. So you slip that actually over the wire like that. You get it into place. You get the other wire into place. Then we're both held and you line them up. Then you just grab a pair of pliers and close that down. And now, when this sends a signal through to the brake light, blinker, whichever wire it is you've got, it'll also send it to that, which will send it down to the 7-pin plug, which will send it out to your trailer or bike rack. Now, when it comes to wiring your 7-pin plug, your 7-pin plug can be round. You can also have a 15-pin plug or flat, like this. This one's called a flat plug. A bit neater and takes up less room under your car, a lower profile. Basically, all of these numbers along here, I'm going to put up a color code that shows the numbers and the colors. I'm going to also let you look here, because as they're laid out, they're all the same. Now, if you look closely there, you're also going to see numbers in the molding up here. They're not sequential. We've got 4, 7, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 1. The one that's a little bit offset, if you look from the plug, that's always going to be your earth wire. You see that the one's a little bit higher, so you can't plug it in upside down. That's your earth. Then apart from that, you get blinkers, brake, and tail light. And the other end, yeah, you just need to get some of these connected. I'll put links through to plugs, through to wires, and through to connectors in the description, so you can get all the bits and pieces you need. But if you don't have CAN bus, nice and simple, just connect in. If you do have CAN bus, I've made a video here about putting a 7-pin plug on a BMW. So if you've got a German car or a more modern car that's got a whole lot of, hey, the blinker's gone out sort of indicators and stuff on it, have a look at this link up here and it'll show you how to do a 7-pin plug with a CAN bus. So you can see there we put a little shoulder down that holds this in place so it can't get pulled and pull out. I just scrunch those up out of the way. When you put these on, make sure there's no bare wires showing, and then that onto the casing here so it can't pull out. Here we go, screws in, rubber plug presses in the back like that with the pointy side down, so it jams into place. Screw the lock nut on, which is slid down there again, and we're all good.